Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your friend here, Raz's Retro, and I hope everyone is remaining retro. Well, the time has come to retro. Indeed, it is time to retro, the segment where we play video games which we've never actually owned a physical copy, nor do we have one. We might have played it at a friend's house. We might have rented it. We might have played it, on a demo. We might have played it on an emulation console, or we never played it at all. However, in this case, it is quite an interesting story. Well, I think it's an interesting story, and I'm hoping that it's something that you can find interesting as well. So, my introduction to Centipede was actually on the original Xbox. We owned a game called Terminator 3 Rise of the Machine, which was the game that was actually based on the Terminator 3 movie, which was, in my opinion, not such a great movie, obviously, if we compare it to the first two. And the game itself, well, the less said the better. At least that's my opinion. But Sean, my brother Sean, he loved anything Terminator related, and he had to get his hands on it, even if it was not such a great game. However, in the game itself, there was some extra features, bonus features, which one of them was this particular Centipede game that I'm playing as a bonus feature or a bonus game, and also there was a demo of a not so bad Terminator game, which was called Terminator 3 Redemption. But this was my introduction to Centipede. So I didn't actually own a physical copy of Centipede per se, but it did come as an add-on or an additional extra in that Terminator 3 game. Now, the reason why I want to share the story about Centipede is because it's a little special to me. Basically, what it was is that Sean would play the Terminator 3 game all to himself, and it's not because he didn't give us a chance to play. It's just because we really did not like that game, and I would not recommend it. You can check it out on YouTube and see some clips, and you'll probably get a gist of why I say it's not a good game. But because it had extra features, me and my sister were quite curious, and we started playing Centipede quite a bit. It's a pretty, straightforward game, easy to get into, easy to pick up. It's a survival game, if anything, right? You're trying to kill the centipede, and you're trying to make sure it doesn't kill you. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Very simple and straightforward game. But obviously, as any classic retro game, even though if they look easy and straightforward, they never actually are. And the game posed quite a fun challenge. And in fact, I remember there was one summer where we were playing it quite often, to the point where me and my sister actually had a book. Unfortunately, I don't have that anymore. And we were keeping score each round that we would do or each game that we would play. And I think we even added it all together. From what I remember, she was actually pretty good, a lot better than I was, which was pretty interesting because my sister did like video games, but she wasn't crazy about it. It was just more because me and my brother would play. A lot of times she would just watch us play, but she wasn't bad at Centipede, not at all. She was pretty good, um, and like I said, she was a lot better than I was. But from what I remember from that scorecard, she beat me most of the times. And when we added up the score tally, I think what we do is we do like 20 rounds or 20 games, I guess, and then just add it up and then start over. But she always came up, ahead of me, always had more points. And she just seemed to play it a lot better than I did. So it's a small little memory. It's not something we did for a long time. I think, like I said, it was particular in that summer. Unfortunately, I don't actually own the game anymore, the Terminator 3 game, but it is something I plan to get in the future. It's not a game that's too expensive either, but it's just something I've kind of brushed off to the side. But I definitely want to re-own that because there's obviously some strong memories attached to it. Number one, for Sean, obviously, because he played it quite a bit and he was a big Terminator fan. So memories for him, but also the memory that I shared with my sister as well. Obviously, this is a classic. A lot of people played it back in the day. So I know a lot of yous that are part of my or our community that do watch my channel. I'm sure a lot of you have played this one. I'm sure you guys have some great memories. So if there's anything you'd like to share, then please feel free to do so. I'm all ears. I always like to hear what people have to say. And yeah, going again with the theme of a game that is a lot older than I am. I'm not always going to do that, with Time to Retro. I'm going to mix it up, of course, play games that are a little more during my time as well. But after last episode with Missile Command, it got me thinking, and then I remembered that there was actually one game from back in the day that we did play that I actually had some memories with. So that being said, I really appreciate everyone taking the time to watch, showing all their love and support. I reached over 400 subs, so big thank you to everybody who has supported the channel. And with that being said, no matter what happens in life, always, always remain retro. Take care.